Krishna. Now we are going to install the Billtrace software. That is the currently the software version is going that the setup Billtrace 12.8.18.7. Now just double click it on. Ignore this message. Now say next, 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 next. Install. Now it is installing the entire component and what are the DLS and everything with the software. Now finish. See, now check the Billtrace software. It is installed in your operating system. Now go to the C drive, show builds. This is the Billtrace folder. This is the entire folder where all the files, all the required files is installed in the operating system. Now this is the process how to install the Billtrace software. Now, but after installing the Billtrace software, we need to configure the SQL, connect the SQL server and the printer settings and everything. What are the files they are important? All files are, I am giving the one by one introduction. This is the file. It is a software file. The Billtrace database configurations is, this is the file how you can create the Billtrace software database and to restore the database as well. Now we need to first of all just double click it on the it's asking you the server name. So this is the default server name Billtrace/SQL Express it is showing you, but the every operating systems and the every systems having the different server name. So we are going to the start programs macros.sql server, the SQL server management studio express. Just check it. We need to the server name. This is the box it is showing you the first time you are installing. Now you just go to here is the server name. You are just finding that. Just copy the server name from here just by pressing the right click and copy. Now I am just going to the just paste it over here. And what those server name server password we shown that the san@trace I given it. Just put that the san@trace trace san san@trace. This is a password for the SA. Now just select the database. These are the softwares that belongs to all these softwares. The Billtrace all these are the Billtrace softwares. Now I am just select because I am going to install the bar and restaurant software, that the KOT software we are saying, that the Billtrace software. Now choose the drive where you are going to create the database. Now just create generally we used to install the database into the drive D. Just create the database. Just wait for a moment. Now it is showing you the database created successfully. Now just go to the drive tree. You will find that the database Billtrace database. In that you will find the two files, Billtrace and Billtrace logs. These are the two files belongs to the SQL Server 2005. These are the files as more important to the database structure. Now I am restoring the, just double click it on. There is a second process same in that file in config. First is to configure the database. Now second process is to restore the database. Now the server name is already showing there one time. Now again I am putting the password. Now selecting the database is already selected. Now select the drive and now I am going to install the restore the database. It is already given by the Billtrace company. Every restaurants having the different database. Now I am installed into the my pen drive. This is the Shreya database. It is my database. Now just select the open. This is the file where now this is the file path where the file is already restored, already copied. This is the file is generated by the Billtrace company according to the restaurant's menu and all. In this file, that the entire menu, the detail of the hotels and everything, it is stored in that. Now just press the restore button. Okay. The database is restored successfully. It means that the database is restored, configured properly. Now now we just go to the check the database is properly installed with the authentication SQL server. This is the SA. The password san at the rate trac trace. This is the password. Now say connect. It will create the database into the your server. This is the process how to create it the database. This is the file. Now these are the tables. See the all tables and everything it is comes to into the your database. Now we the second step is to that. This is the find MAC address. This is the actually to start the software we need to the encrypted key from the motherboard also to generate the self key from this software. So find MAC address you must open this by clicking double click. The process is over. Just ignore the process. Just say OK. Now I am going to configure the server name to connect the database now, because still that we created the database, we restore the database, we find the MAC address also. Now the last process is that to connect the database. By to connect the database there is a SQL server SQL 2005 server name. This is the file. With the help of this file we can connect the database, because to start the software we need to configure the path where your database is exactly stored. If you are using the networking client systems and all, so you just put it over here instead of the server name. This is already server name is given over there. In case you are putting this client side, installing the client side, so on that suppose my IP is 192.168.1.1 192.168.1.1 is my client ID. Now SQL expres double S express, this is the client side installation. Now but we are installing the host on the server only, so there is other configuration is not needed for the installations. Now the server name is the password is the san at the rate trac trace, san at the rate trac trace. Now test connection. If you perform the test connection, it means that the connection is connected the server is connected properly. The server connection is, if this will give the errors, that means that there is something password error or something is that you must check it that okay, say okay. Now say close. Now everything is working fine. I think that the server is configured properly. Now you need to start the software. The first time you are starting the software, it means it will ask you the CD key for the installation. Now it is wait a while to preparing the their background files. If this showing you the same time, this error will show you in future. Say okay, just ignore it, and just again rerun the software. Rerun the software. Now okay, this box it means is you need to create the CD key right now.